Hi students, today I am going to discuss a model for network security. So in last videos I explained the concept of security services and security attacks and security mechanisms. Now I am going to explain a model for network security. So this is an hi-fi security in this particular concept before cryptography, because of we will observe in the security services. Some of the security services are confidentiality, authentication, integrity, repudiation, non-access control and availability, non-repudiation, access control and availability. So these 6 security services are provided the security, but what the thing is, the opponent is so powerful, so he may apply the brute force algorithm to access that information. So that means all the security services are breaks by the opponent with the help of the some of the security attacks, so which we observed in the last videos. Now the major concept of this particular network security is, so here you can observe in this diagram, the sender and the receiver, that is a recipient, so both can both can transmit the message through the information channel. Either the sender side or the recipient side may transmitting the message to anyone, so through the information channel. Now you can observe here the two parties are there. One is the trusted third party and second one is the opponent. So basically these two are the two different parties which are called the mediation party or the third party. The third party may be the trusted party or maybe the untrusted party. So now you can observe the opponents are untrusted parties and the trusted parties are the valid parties, so which are appointed by the some authorized persons, so are recognized by the some of the standards. Now what the information security of this particular thing is, now the security related information is taken with the help of the one of the concept. So after that the source message is prepared. That source message is transmitted to the information channel, where that information is transmitted directly to the destination. So basically this information is taking in some security standard here. So all the security standards can be taken in the four different criterias. Now you can observe that information is prepared by some of the source, and that information may be converted into some security standard. That information can be transmitted through information channel and it reach to the destination. And again before it reach to the destination, now you can observe some security related transformation is taken, that is the source secret information, and is directly transmitted to the recipient. Now here the information can pass through the trusted third party. Sometimes the information may be transmitted to the trusted third party, and which is transmitted through the information channel reach to the destination party. Now here, based on this criteria, the model for network security may be designed to the four important criterias. Now you can observe. So based on this particular if these 4 points, so we are generating the secret information. So what the first thing is, design an algorithm for performing the security related information. The algorithm should be such that an opponent cannot defeat its purpose. Now you can observe this particular information, it is very sensitive point, because so before we provide the secret information which is transmitted to the destination, so first we need to design an algorithm. So whatever the algorithm we are going to be taken, that algorithm is taking some performance of the security related transformation. So that information should be taken in the security point of view. The security related transformation can be taken. So this algorithm should not defeat by the opponent. That means it cannot identify the inner point of the algorithm by the opponent itself. So this is the first and foremost important point in this security aspect. And the second one is the generate the secret information to be used with the algorithm. So that means whatever the algorithm we are designed, so that algorithm can generate the secret information. So that secret information is sent to the destination. So this is the second major step. And third one is the developing method for the distributing and sharing the secret information. So whatever the information we are sending to the destination, what we do is we have to develop some method for distributing and sharing that information to the destination. So that means there are so many distribution methods are there. So we need to develop some of the security related methods for distributing that information to the proper destination, and similarly sharing that secret information in the proper manner. Because whenever that information is sent to the destination, definitely that information is also shared by the authorized party itself. So that means we can develop some of the methods for distributing and sharing the information. And the last one important point is specify a protocol to be used by the two principals, because the two parties, the two principals are nothing but the two participants, the sender and the receiver. So both are specify a protocol, so for distributing and sharing that information. In network, we know that without protocol we can't send the information. With the protocol only, so we can send the information, but we can connect the two systems or the two users without having protocol. But with the help of the protocol only, we should communicate. That means the protocol only can establish the communication and transmitting of the information between the two users. That means we can specify a protocol also here. Now these four important factors are involved in the network security model. Now you can see this algorithm. Later we will discuss the previous the four important points which we discussed. So here you can observe this. Suppose if the third party is an opponent. So already in some of the few introduction part related to the opponent, already discussed that point in the security services. The opponents are the two types, the human type and the software. The human related opponents are the example is the hacker and cracker, and software related opponents are the viruses and worms. Now you can observe the opponent may use these two operations to finding the data or to access the data which can be transmitted through the information channel. So that means here there is no security point of view. So why we need to develop the 4 points which are we discussed earlier. Why we can implement those 4 points are nothing but the opponent may access the information when it can be transmitted through the some secured channel. Here we can use some gatekeeper function, even though that gatekeeper functions are revealed or identified the particular concept by the opponent. So that means he breaks the gatekeeper function also. The gatekeeper function is nothing but looking like the password based or the OTP based and whatever that type of things are going to be implemented in this process. So that means the opponent is so powerful. Now we can observe that particular statement from the beginning of the security related information. Because of the opponent may use some of the algorithm to identify the original message. That's why here the gatekeeper function is allows that information and transmitting that into the information system. Now here the only thing is opponent may find the user based password technique. So automatically it allows only the password. If the password is entered correct, then automatically that information is allowed to the information system. Now you can observe, so that information system is computing the resources of taking some of the input output process, and the data can be taken and the data can be processed through the software, and everything is set up in the information system, where once we can access that, but once we can enter into that information system through the gatekeeper function. So every transaction should be taken place. That means whether he is an opponent, whether he is a valid third party, that is a trusted third party, even though, so the gatekeeper function should only knows so whether they can enter the a correct process or not, or correct password or not, a correct OTP number or not, that's all. So it will checks only in the manual way. So when the data is transmitting through the access channel, so even though the opponent also sometimes he can access the information. So based on this concept only, so we need to develop the 4 important factors here. What are the 4 important factors? First, we can design an algorithm, and second one, so we can generate the secret information which is used by this algorithm, and third one is we can develop the methods for distributing and sharing the information, and the fourth one is we can specify a protocol by used by the two parties to or the two principals that makes use of the security algorithm and the secret message to achieve a particular security service. So these 4 are implementing in cryptography only, because of without cryptography, so these 4 points will not be implemented in anywhere. So that is possible only the cryptography. So the opponent here access the information, even though the information can be transmitted through the access channel or the security channel. So using that gatekeeper function, it verifies only the password based or any other manual standard. So the opponent may use hacking techniques through the software. So he may access the information, and he may apply to the valid information to the gatekeeper function, and he can enter to the information system. So this is the drawback in this particular model. That's why, so whenever we are going to implement the 4 important points which we discussed, so definitely it can be provide the more security issues. So even though the organization or the user may uses the security services or anything, so simply the opponent breaks the security services with the help of security attacks. So which are discussed, what the attacks are: interruption, interception, modification and fabrication. These 4 types of attacks are made by the opponent, so which operated on security services to breaks all the security services. Even though model for network security so may not be useful, so because of the opponent may use some of the hacking techniques to identify that particular information that is entered into the hacking of that particular password or anything. So once he can hacking that information, so he may enter into the information system. That's why, so here a model for network security can design these 4 important factors, that is design an algorithm, generate the secret message using that algorithm, and developing methods for distributing and sharing information, and specify the protocols. So once we can use these 4 basic criteria, so definitely we can provide more secured compared to these security services.